What's going on, family? Hold on, let me fix this right quick. It's your boy D Weezy, YouTube family. What's up with y'all? What up, though? How y'all day been? Everybody good? What a beautiful day it is in Detroit. How y'all day been? Everybody focused, staying focused. I said, let me jump on here now before I eat because when I eat, I gotta make a couple runs. But pretty much my day is over with y'all. So I said, let me get on here and get this out the way and then eat so I can enjoy my food and just have nothing but time for the rest of the day. But what's good with y'all? Y'all been getting y'all protein in? Y'all been getting y'all healthy fats? Y'all been getting just enough carbs to last y'all throughout the day? Because y'all know added carbs, the extra carbs is going to get stored in your body. It's fat. So we want our carbs to be just enough to hold us for our 24 hours. If you go a little over that, cool. If you go a little under that, cool. But just don't be doing double, triple the amount of carbs that you need, knowing that you ain't going to be using most of that and it's going to get stored in your body. It's fat. Raphael, what up, though? I'm Raphael, what up, though? The arm workout got me on fire. Oh man, yeah, Raphael, man, the workouts, man, is like I say, the icing on the cake to the nutrition. But man, ain't nothing like getting a good workout in. Getting a good workout in is paramount. Like getting the day going, ending the day, midday, like it's like one of the most important things, if not the next to nutrition. But how your day? Everything been good, Raphael? How your day been, man? How them games been going? Y'all know I here to jump on this live and holler at my people and see what time it is. This a community where we can be ourselves, like-minded people, and if anybody dragging their ass, somebody in the comments or on the live can uplift them. And even if we on point, we can keep each other going and stay in focus. That's what I like about it. Because like I say, when I jump on these lives, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself too to keep me motivated. So I got to stay on point as well. And in order for me to continue to stay on point, I got to make sure that negative people is definitely not in my circle. Some stuff outside our circle we can't control, but like I said, if it's in a work environment or you at a grocery store but we can minimize it. We can minimize it a lot of the time. And sometimes we just gotta do what we gotta do until we get out of the situation. But the wrong people, we don't need to have them around, especially if we can control it. My day good so far. Them gains are coming gradually. Yeah, that's all that matters. Yep. Inch will give you a feet. A feet will give you a block. A block will eventually give you some miles. Well, we just taking it one step at a time, inch by inch. That's all. This day is amazing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, it's dry, it's sunny. I don't know what the temperature is, but based on what I got on, what everybody else got on, and how I feel, it feel like it's like 72, 75 maybe. Because the perfect temperature for me is like 75, 78. So like once it start getting to like 80, 85, that's still cool. But I prefer it to be around 80, like the 75, 78, no more than 80. That's like a good temperature for me. I know it's not 80 because I would know. Well, what's the temperature like where you at, Raphael? I gotta get out more and more the healthier foods. I gotta I gotta get out more and more for healthier foods because I got a lot of fucked up places around me. Yeah. Hey Raphael, I'm telling you too, man, like it's some stuff out here, man. Like figure your healthy places out first. That way you can lock and load those to make sure your nutrition and your gains stay where they at slash keep moving forward. Because you don't want to get stagnant, especially if you want more gains. And once you do that, start mapping out your places that you want to go to for your cheat meals. Because I've been to 4 new places in the past 4 weeks. So this is a new thing that I'm doing, and I'm always just doing stuff and taking advantage of my me time. So y'all, I've been to 4 new places in the past 4 weeks. So most of the time when we want something to eat, we think of the places that we usually go to. Or we think of a place that we haven't been to in a while, that we done been to maybe a few times. Either way it go, it boils down to places that we already been. Most of the time we not trying new spots. Well, I got this thing now to where I'm trying new spots for every cheat meal that I do once a week. So y'all talking about an experience of a lifetime. Imagine pulling up at a spot that you already got info on, i.e. TikTok. You already seeing the images, you seeing the cheese pools, you seeing all the sauces on it or whatever. You already know what to order, and you looking forward to pulling up at this place on your cheat meal, for your cheat meal. I'm telling y'all, it's a night and day difference versus when I was pulling up at places and it was places I was already familiar with and I was ordering my favorite things from there. I've already been to 4 new spots, y'all. It's been 4 weeks. Next week it's gonna be somewhere else. The week after it's gonna be somewhere else. And eventually I'm gonna double back on a few spots before I keep moving forward. But pretty much by the time 2 months then passed by, y'all, I'm gonna went to 8 new spots easily. 6 to 8 spots, because I'm gonna double back on at least 1 or 2. One of them in particular that I know I'm doubling back because that stuff was so good. Everywhere I went, the food was so good, but this place was so good. All y'all gotta do is go on TikTok. If y'all don't do that, y'all can just Google search. But I use TikTok because they got those people that create content on going around to different food places in a city. So you look, I didn't even realize it was this much stuff around me. So it's on the outskirts, not just in your city, but it's gonna be on the outskirts of it too. It's a million spots. I know where to go for desserts. I know where to go to get this dish. I know where the soul food spots. I know where all these spots at. I just don't do the fast food. But other than that, it's fair game for all these spots. I still got a lot of spots saved in my favorites also that I'm gonna be pulling up on down the line. It's like 66 degrees here in Cleveland. Yeah, that's why I say about here, because usually our weather is about the same. It's probably about 70 here, somewhere around that. Maybe even 68, 70. Like, it's about 70. I can't give it no more than about 70 degrees. I found those healthy places too. I'm going. Yeah, man. And like I said, y'all, like the stuff I post that's on my cheat meal days, I'm not gonna post every single time because it's gonna seem like it'll probably start seeming like I'm doing it more than what I am doing it, which is only once a week, one time that particular day, whatever day I choose to do it on. So I'm gonna just post it here and there. So it probably won't even be half of the cheat meals that I eat. It'll just be just some here and there, just to let y'all know that I'm human too. I like to taste sugary stuff. I like to eat stuff that's unhealthy here and there. I think about it probably as much as the next person think about eating something unhealthy. It just, my actions is way different. I'm more disciplined. I'm not pulling up to McDonald's every time I'm thinking about McDonald's. I'm not pulling up and grabbing this person's food off the grill every time, even though it's real meat, they still got that bread, which is added sugar. So I'm having just more discipline, but I'm seeing it. I'm smelling it. I want it just like the next person, but I got to keep riding back. Yeah, Raphael, you just gotta, you know, get everything in place to make your system of eating complete, and then add on your bad stuff. It's gonna make it that much better. I'm telling y'all that TikTok, looking at those, because I started following 3 of the channels, because I don't even be on that type stuff like that. But don't forget, this adds value to me because I know where to pull up at outside of the regular places that I usually know. And I know a lot of places. You talk about like 15 places to go have fun at, eat at, seafood, soul food, carry out. Like I know I'm the person people call for, to get, information from when it's time to pull up at these type places. Yeah, I'm one of those type people. I've been to a lot of places, so just imagine I'm adding on to that. So eventually I'm gonna be forgetting the name because somebody was asking me earlier, like, so what places, what, somebody I was in front of, and I had to think of two of them and a location, but then it came to me, and then I had to pull out my phone to pull up one of them. But yeah, eventually that's only because it's at 4 right now. Once it get to getting to 8 to 10 new places, I'm gonna start forgetting that I had to pull out my phone all the time to tell a person where to go get it at. But it's a game changer, y'all. Food is so important. Food can make or break your day. Food is the ultimate experience as far as living life. Because if you have a very, very good experience with eating food, it'll make your day, it'll make your week, it might even make your month. If you have a bad experience with food, it can break your day, make that week kind of off, especially if you're doing it in a cheat meal. You're like, man, that wasn't even good. And I overpaid. Like it can literally throw you off because you gotta wait again for your next cheat meal. So I want to know whatever I'm pulling up grabbing, it's the best of the best. That's all I'm doing. That's the only way I'm doing. Nothing worse to eat something on your cheat meal day and you wishing you'd have had something else better. Or you could have got more bang for your buck. Like the food at least better be like exceptional. Because we earning this. We ain't pulling up. I can see if it's somebody else who pulling up eating this stuff every day, all day. They probably can care less. So it's that bad mood probably only gonna last them like, I don't know, probably an hour, a few hours until they get back hungry. But us cheating ourselves, treating ourselves on a cheat meal, we gotta really make sure we picking what we picking, y'all. We gotta really make sure we picking what we picking. So Raphael, your protein, your fats, you got your carbs pretty decent to where, I mean, if you seeing them gains, that means you got something going good. Them gains represent you got a nice system going. I think everybody's stuff can be tweaked here and there, but for the most part, like I think my gains, my gains is going pretty good. So that means my nutrition, I done tweaked my nutrition like a few times and it shows. It shows. Now I'm sitting here looking. I heard these dogs just barking, and I guess this the mother and the father of the dogs, and then I'm looking at very small puppies with them too. I didn't even notice them before I started this live. I guess I was just so anxious to get on here. But maybe the mama was punishing one of the little ones, or maybe two of the little ones was fighting. It look like some pit bulls or some American bulldogs or something. I can't really see them that good, but it's something like that. But I guess the mama was putting somebody in their place, or the daddy. But yeah, y'all, when it's time to do that cheat meal, it need to taste like the best thing in the world. It need to taste like the best thing in the world. And that this food experience I've been having with how I go to a new place every week, don't forget I got more than enough information before I pull up to it. I already know what I'm gonna order and everything. And I don't just go to that one person's page that I decided to follow because it's like 3 of them. I go to theirs and see what they got on there from a month ago, a year ago, or 3 weeks ago. Like, they study upload. And plus I type in that same item that they ordered from that particular spot in a search bar and see another person who doing the same little food type, going around reviewing food places, and then I go in the comment section and see if it's matching. I'm like, yeah, they people saying the same thing. This person grabbed the same thing, and look how it look, or they might have grabbed something else. Now I got 2 things to choose from instead of pulling up at a new spot, not knowing what's what. I'm like, yeah, this one I'm pulling up next week. Yeah, but right now, like I said, I got like 3 of them saved into my favorites on TikTok, and I'm steady adding on. Like tomorrow, I'll probably look up some more stuff and add those. That way, I keep having stuff to pull up to. But yeah, this stuff really didn't put a fire to me, y'all. I'm already like out doing my thing, but this is added more fire because it's like pulling up. It's like waiting on the trip out of town. Like I done pretty much, researched what I had to look up as far as the trip, where to stay, where to go. I done made the date official. It's time to check in, which is like the day before my cheat day, whatever day I choose. And then now I'm actually boarding a plane slash I'm landing. I'm at the place that I booked. That's what it's like pulling up, and then I'm taking this out the bag, and it's like, man, this is, yeah, y'all. Food is serious. Yep. But everything that we doing in our fitness journey, our health journey, should be a hell of an experience. Like even when we go shopping, because we putting on muscle, so our clothes and got a little too tight. So we want something that fit our body a little bit better, but still fitting. And then when we downsize and we dropping weight, going shopping should be an experience because it's different from when you just going just to be going because you just going. But now you got a reason to go because you done dropped down. These clothes don't even fit you no more. They falling off damn near. So it's an experience going, looking and getting this stuff, knowing that it's an investment upon yourself because you're getting something that you work so hard for and these goals is being met. So this is the reward. You going clothes shopping, getting stuff that's fitting your body, whether you downsizing or upsizing, picking up muscle. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. Even a time to ourselves is peace of mind. Like that's a hell of an experience. I saw a guy down here with the area I just left from. It's Mother's Day. If it's any women watching this or any women come on this live, happy Mother's Day, y'all. But there's a dude down here. He had Mother's Day. That's what reminded me of the Mother's Day thing, because I keep forgetting. I got to go to the cemetery tomorrow. If y'all don't know, my mother was unalive about what was it, 2010. So I don't want to get into the details, but she was unalive. But it was a dude. He was selling Mother's Day baskets, right? I walked past and we nodded at each other saying what up. But he on the phone going at it with somebody. I don't know, one of his boys. He like, yeah, forget it. I don't care. Whatever she want to do, that's on her. I ain't even got to. So drama with a chick. Mental health is everything, y'all. Like peace of mind is everything. I'm not letting nobody disturb my mental health, my peace of mind, and how my day is flowing. Even if your day is off, if anything, I'm going to help your day be that much better if it's off. I'm going to add to it instead of adding fuel to the fire. So he going there and walking past me, man, it's a million of them out here just going back and forth. I can't remember if it was the chick that he was going back and forth with or he telling somebody about somebody he was going back and forth with. But it was about a chick, and I'm like, man. And then I come back out of what I was going into, and he in the whip, and he still at it. He just not standing outside by the table with the baskets, but he inside. I'm like, that stuff destroys our mental health, our physical health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, because we have certain chemicals like cortisol, which is a stress hormone, that's given off anytime we have negative thoughts and we experiencing negative stuff in life. I don't want that. I want the dopamines. I want the good stuff. I want the positive stuff that I remember and that I'm experiencing in the current moment. I've gotten rid of a lot of clothes because of my weight loss journey and walking my dog. Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. And it's always good when you're forced to buy new stuff versus when you just buying stuff just to be doing it, and that money can be invested in something else, especially as we get older. We want to make our money work for it. We want to get smarter with our spending. So when you going on your journey and you picking up, whether you be a person who a hard gainer and now you can't believe that you went from skin and bones to now you got a little size on you, or you went from fat to tone / more muscle. It's an experience anytime you forced to go shopping because you like, man, I gotta go shopping. I can't wait. I'm about to grab me this, because this clothes, this shirt fit like this. It's a night and day experience, y'all. It's a night and day difference. It's a hell of an experience. Some people would never know what that feel like because they thinking it is what it is. They just accept whatever life throw at them. I'm not about to do it. Sorry for your loss. I'm sure your mom was a great woman. Yeah, she wasn't perfect like none of us is, but yeah, she helped create the person that I am. I was always ripping and running. I was never up under her like that. I was always out being a man. But just to know that my mama was struggling and she still was making stuff happen and making some days look easy because she was always working and she always had money coming in and she done. But we still came from the ghetto. We still came from the bottom. That's what I'm saying. We was never the high class, but we were just doing what we was doing. My mama kept a job. She kept food in the refrigerator. She kept us with clothes, so we wasn't suffering and none of that type of stuff. But yeah. So I'll be at the cemetery tomorrow. I usually grab like 2 big balloons and make sure the grave site is clinked off. Make sure ain't no weeds and stuff like that. A few times I took the flowers up there. I had 2 balloons, or 1 big balloon and 1 smaller one, and the flowers. Tomorrow is probably just be like 2 big balloons, and I go up there. I usually stay up there for about 30 minutes. Nothing under that, and I definitely don't be up there no hours. Like, no. And sometimes I see some of my other cousins, them, because they lost their parents. A lot of them lost their parents, and our parents, like at the same cemetery. But I get there early so I can beat the traffic, beat the church people, beat the people who thinking that they beating the crowd. I try to beat them too, because if everybody beating the crowd, that mean the crowd gonna be there. But I'm definitely not trying to get up there like halfway into the cemetery being open. I get up there like maybe a few hours after the cemetery open. That's usually like, just say if they open y'all at like 9, I'm gonna be there 11. So by the time 1 come, that heavy crowd is there. Now I think they close about 4. I'm definitely not around. I think that happened 1 time. Like, I got up there at 2. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. 1 o'clock, nah. About 2 hours after they open, yeah, it'd be a nice crowd, a nice busy crowd. But yeah, if y'all mothers alive, treasure it. Happy Mother's Day to y'all mothers. So, man, I'm telling you, Mother's Day, Sweetie's Day, and Valentine's Day are the worst time for a lot of men. Mental health is a motherfucker. Yeah, man. Yeah. And me being busy and productive and positive, like, helped me get through all of that real easy. Because I got a lot of stuff going, and it's positive stuff. So I can't get off track. I can't like get in this bad place for too long. Like, it'll be maybe a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes when I'm up there visiting or whatever, depending on what holiday it is or whatever. But other than that, I'm back to what I'm doing. And that's good, because I know it's a lot of people that really, really, really go through it, whether they making excuses, drinking their life away, or doing this. And I know it's a lot of these people they ain't pushing forward enough. Not all of them, but I'm just saying a lot of them. Because a lot of people just got a bottle when they out here jobless, and it's everybody else's fault but they own. And then you got the people out who working and they taking care of business, but they just take it harder than other people. I be seeing that when I'm out, for the Mother's Day thing, when I'm at the cemetery. I see that, like, and this all dealing with mental health. That's why I'm glad I'm talking about this. Like, all these subjects is up under the same thing. You taking care of you first. And I remember one time I was with this one chick I was kicking it with, and she had to go see somebody. I don't know, maybe an auntie, maybe a brother, somebody at the cemetery. And she had her thing was she had her little shot that she usually would do, especially going up there. Because she wasn't no heavy drinker. I don't deal with heavy drink. That was just her thing for going up there. She said she took her little shot thing and gave it to old girl, because the other woman was going through it way worse than anybody in their vicinity. He was like, here. And old girl just took it like a champ too. Like, it probably wasn't even something that she usually drink, like her type or her choice of drink. But she drunk it that day. As long as it had alcohol in it, whether it was white or dark, she took that one to the head. Just a little shot. But yeah, so everybody take it different. But yeah, that's all part of mental health. So the way I deal with Mother's Day versus how the next person deal with Mother's Day, it's gonna be a night and day difference, y'all. Night and day. They probably ain't gonna handle it like how I handle. I'm a very strong person. My mom used to always tell me, yeah, you strong. I'm never gonna have to worry about you. If something ever was to happen to you, I'm not gonna even worry. I'm not gonna even have to worry about if something was to ever happen to her. She said if something was to ever happen to her, I'm the one person that she won't ever have to worry about. I was self efficient still to this day, since I was like 8 years old. I always got money, always worked, I always was in the streets, and that's what really made me self efficient. Um, I just came a long ways. That's why I be out here motivating y'all, encouraging y'all the way I do. That's how I'm able to get up and make it happen, make it look easy. That's my get up and go. Nobody have to tell me or kick me or wake me up and say, get off your behind, stop being lazy. No. And guess who walking right now up the street, y'all? Y'all remember that guy I told y'all looked like his soul was gone? He looked down at the ground and he grabbed the empty bottle across the street at the store. Well, I'm actually in that location now. He right here in front of me, literally. Y'all about to see me look my eyes that way. This is him right here. Wherever I'm looking my eyes at, he just waiting to leave the world. His life is over. He literally like, today is just another day to him. Whether it was raining, it wouldn't make a difference if it was hotter. Today being hotter, none of that makes a difference because this goal every day is the same thing. Like, find the next hit. Like, he looking at the ground. Like, whatever he trying to find, whether it's a quarter, a cigarette butt, a shot that somebody left in the corner like he done the while back across the street. I know that lady car that was in front of him was like, I know this guy didn't just pick up this empty bottle. Well, to us it was empty. To him, it was still a squig or swallow up in the corner part. Because I saw him from this part of the street, this side of the street. I saw him go like this, and he linked it a little bit. Was like, yeah, this. And set it back down neat to where it was still standing back up, like how he grabbed it before he picked it up. And her car is right in front of him. So it's kind of like him doing that right in front of me right now. You can't help but to see that. But I just pray for people like that. A lot of people out here, it's like, who knows how life could have been that much better if they'd have listened, or it could be just how their upbringing was. They could have just had that messed up a life. They could have just had that messed up of a life. But a lot of people, I say a lot of stuff could have been avoided. Because a lot of them right now ain't doing nothing to try to change it. So my thing is, I just wish everybody the best. That's the best way to stay positive without, looking down on nobody, and unless they right in my face, like acting like I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. I'm still building. I'm still working on stuff. I'm just self-motivated. I'm gonna be motivated even if there ain't nobody else clapping for me. I see people like that every day. It's a very sad feeling. Yeah, the dude I just happened to be on this live and I just looked this way, and I'm like, man, this dude, and it's another dude right here on a scooter. Ain't no telling what his story is. So he in a scooter. I don't know if he can get out of it. And he about to cross the light because it's right in front of a cross light. It's on a busy street. I don't know if he can get out of it. I don't know if he can wash his own behind. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe somebody got him. Car accident. I don't know. I just know everybody got a story. Yep. That's why we got to be thankful. That's why we got to take advantage of being able to tighten our health up and go to the gym. You best believe that guy can go to the gym. I bet he would if somebody said, man, look, I can bring you back to how you was before you got in this position. But you got to do one thing for me. You got to tighten up your eating habits, which you wasn't even conscious of before you got it, because you thinking life is just lifing you, and whatever happened, and you didn't even think this would happen. Because most people, once it really happened to them like that, they probably ain't even think it was gonna get that bad. And if they knew it was gonna get that bad, they just didn't care. But if they told him, I can get you back before you got in this wheelchair thing. But you got to tighten up your nutrition. You got to start working out. But you can't just tighten up a little bit. You got to work out like your life depends on it. I bet he'll do. You best believe his life ain't how he wanted it to be right now. He in an electric scooter, and I can tell Now, something wrong with this hand because it's just hanging over like it's dead. So I don't know if that side is paralyzed or what, because he on that side of the street at that liquor store. So I don't know. But nobody's naturally lets their arm hang dead like this to the side while they steering leaning over. So that side ain't got no blood flow. It ain't transcending the transmissions from his nerves to his brain. They not communicating. You know what I'm saying? So that arm just hanging like this, y'all, and he leaning and operating an electric scooter. But if they told him you gotta change your nutrition and you gotta hit the gym like your life depend on it, that's why I hit my nutrition like my life depend on it, and that's why I hit the gym and always been working out since I was 12, y'all. Yeah, I used to eat Coney Island. I never just ate just anything. So I always had some type of healthiness regardless. But it's just that I noticed, like, man, like, I always told myself I need to better my health. I need to always better my physical, my exercise. I always told myself I need to better my money. I need to better everything. And still to this day, I'm bettering everything, y'all. I never get comfortable. I never get, if it even feel like I'm getting stagnant, I move my body more. Moving your body more is gonna get you places faster and better. It's gonna open you up to more opportunity. Just move your body. You sitting on the couch, you wondering, scratching your head with the remote, watching life pass you by, you wondering why you ain't figuring it out. Move your body, start walking, go to the park, get out, see trees, and stuff is gonna start happening in the direction that you want your life to go in. But if you don't start moving your feet, it's just gonna be another day sitting on the couch. Y'all make sure y'all stay on top of y'all nutrition, y'all fitness goal. Get your protein, get your macros, get your micros, your micronutrients in also, and just stay focused and try to keep a positive mind frame as much as you can. It don't matter how much bad going on in your life, because this gonna get us to the next level, and it's gonna keep our surroundings and the people that we deal with strong. It's gonna keep everybody right. But like this live if y'all like what was talked about. Like this live if it keep you motivated, and definitely like this live to keep it in the algorithm. That way we can bring more people into our community and perhaps help somebody else who might be struggling with their nutrition, they exercises, they weight, gaining muscle, and pretty much just overall a better life. I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's your boy, D Weezy. We out. I appreciate you, Ralph. I'll see you on the next one, man.